Hello guys, Belle here. We are going to be talking about the Holy Priest and what it looks like in Legion. A lot of changes were made to priests as far as discipline and holy and their heal styles. Pretty awesome. I just finished up the discipline priest video, so if you haven't had a chance to check that out, make sure you do. I was quite happy with the changes. So let's talk a little bit about what holy's looking like in Legion. I don't main Holy. I've never played Holy. I think I dabbled in Holy just a tiny bit, but when I do heal, it's typically on my Disc Priest. So some of this stuff I might not know good or bad effects, but I'm just going to give you the information as it's presented. Keep in mind, guys, this is alpha. So with an important role like a heal spec, just make sure you understand it is alpha. Things can change. Don't freak out. If you don't like something, hopefully other people of this role and class have done their due diligence on the forums to make this class the best it could possibly be. So let's talk about what some of your core abilities here with Holy. You have your heal, your flash heal, your power word serenity, your prayer of healing, prayer of mending, power word sanctify, renew, serendipity, and your mastery here is going to be the echo of light. Your direct healing spells heal for an additional 25%. Now your Holy specific talent is going to be apotheosis, which is an instant, has a 3-minute cooldown. Enter a pure holy form for 30 seconds, increasing the effects of serendipity by 200%. So let's talk about what that means. I also wanted to make sure if you haven't had a chance to watch the other videos and you haven't seen, this is going to be what your new condensed stat window is going to look like. Please don't freak out. It's a little bit smaller. I think it's nice because it's a little bit more condensed and I can get to the information that I need a lot faster. Now, this is going to be the weapon for the Holy Priest, which is the Beacon of Naru, and does have quite a bit of bite here. I do also appreciate the animations. Going to try to see if we could get an up close look here so that you can see what it looks like. I will be doing artifact weapons after this series of spell and talent videos, so be looking for the artifact weapon video. We're going to be talking about the different uses and utilities you're going to be able to get from that weapon and how some of the artifact tower and artifact power and artifact talents will be able to add to your gameplay and your power. So here's a list of what we have for your spells. All your stuff's here. Not really sure what they removed, to be perfectly honest, because it's not something that I mean. The name of the game here is just to inform you guys of stuff. So you guys will know better than I do, those of you that main a Holy Priest. Do you want to note something here? Mass Resurrection is something that was given. Obviously, it does fit into the fantasy of priests, because in general, when it comes to healers, not really even priest specific, Mass Resurrection should be something that does come from a healer. I've always agreed with that. I think this was a really nice thing to make sure your immersion factor here with keeping your healers being the ones responsible for creating and reanimating life, as it were. So let's look at some of the talents that we have. So for your first set of talents, you have the Trail of Light. This is a passive ability. When you cast Flash Heal, 40% of the healing is replicated to the previous target you healed with Flash Heal. Pretty strong, and it's passive. Your second one here is going to be Enduring Renewal. This is passive as well. Your single target healing spells refresh the duration of your renew on the target. Pretty awesome. Really good set here, actually, in this first lineup here. Your Enlightenment is also another passive ability. You regenerate mana 15% faster. I think that there's going to be a lot of situations when you'll want to pick and choose, but I feel like these are all pretty equal alike in nature. So it's going to be up to you to choose kind of how you want to do them. Looking at this, I'm probably going to go with just the faster mana regen for no other reason other than mana. The second set, this is something you all know and love. You have your Angelic Feather, you have your Body and Mind, which heals the target every 1 second and increases their movement speed. And then you have the Desperate Prayer. It is a small cooldown, does heal 20% of your maximum health and increases your maximum health by 20%, decreasing by 2 seconds every by 2% every second. This could probably be something really useful in PvP. I don't know how many holy PvPers there are out there, but if it's warranted and it's a thing, this would be something that I would feel like would be super useful. I do enjoy the good old jolly angelic feathers. We can put this on there if you want to see what this looks like when it's casted. For your next set here, you have your Shining Force. This is going to be an instant ability. It is on a 1-minute cooldown. It does create a burst of light around a friendly target, knocking away nearby enemies and slowing their movement speed by 70 20% for 3 seconds. Your next one here is going to be your sensor. It's Holy Word or Holy Word. Chastise stun the target for 5 seconds and is not broken by damage. Well, that is pretty legit, especially on PvP. If you're telling me that I can stun a target and it's not going to be broken by damage, I'm in. Afterlife, this is a passive ability. It does increase the duration of your spirit redemption by 50%. Pretty useful. Your spirit redemption, where is that? Do I even have that here? Huh. Spirit of redemption. Interesting. And then, so for this one, this is a really good knockback. These two are probably going to be your two choices that you're going to want to go to when it comes to PvP. I mean, really all of these. So that's just going to be according to what you feel like you want to do. And in different situations. For your next set, you have the Light of Naru. Serendipity reduces the remaining cooldown of the appropriate holy word by an additional 2 seconds. You have your Guardian Angel. This is a passive ability. When Guardian Spirit expires without saving the target from death, reduce its remaining cooldown to 90 seconds. Pretty legit. I can see instances when that would be used. Some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff is new to me, guys, because I don't think I've actually even spec'd into Holy, maybe once or twice. So I don't really have a large understanding of what Holy does. So you guys will know more than anyone what this stuff will mean. We also have Symbol of Hope. It's an instant 6-minute freaking cooldown. Boil stir. You guys probably are laughing at me right now. The morale of all healers in your party and raid within 40 yards, allowing them to cast spells for no mana for 10 seconds. Well, no freaking wonder it's got a 6-minute cooldown. It literally is the Symbol of Hope. This is the freaking mana dream, guys. 10 seconds, no mana. Can you imagine those instant cast heal abilities from all of your raid members? I think I just got a hard on. Let's not make this weird, guys. That's pretty amazing. 6-minute cooldown, that's fine. That could be used per fight. I'm thinking that's literally going to be a game changer when it comes to PvE on boss fights, especially when literally there's a healer and 2 other people up, or 2 healers and 2 DPS, whatever the case may be. This will be a really good thing to use for a last push. That was so awesome. Pretty happy with that. I think for this instance, we'll probably just choose the Guardian Angel. For the next set, you have your Surge of Light. Your healing spells and your smite have an 8% chance to make your next flash heal instant, cost no mana. Your next one is your Binding Heal. This is a small cast time. There is no cooldown. Heals you and another friendly target member. Heals you, a friendly target, and a third target within 20 yards for 54k. Trigger Serendipity, reducing the remaining cooldown of both your Holy Word Serenity and your Holy Word Sanctify. That's pretty cool because it reduces it by 3 seconds. Those 3 seconds can definitely mean a lot. This one you have Piety. This is a passive ability. Prayer of Mending now triggers Serendipity, reducing the remaining cooldown of your Holy Word Sanctify. So that's also pretty legit, which I don't know if we talked about Serendipity here. This is a passive. When you cast Flash Heal or heal, the remaining cooldown of Holy Ward is reduced. Basically, this whole situation is just reducing some of your more larger heals. I think we'll probably... Let's just select this so we can have buttons to click in the end, guys. I think that's going to be what we're going to do here. For the level 90, you have Divinity. This is a passive ability. When you heal with Holy Word spell, your healing is increased by 20% for 8 seconds. This is pretty awesome. I talked about these 2 spells here. The good news is because I already did this in disc, I already know what these mean. So with the Divine Star, it is an instance of 15-second cooldown. Now the thing about this is when you hurl it forward, you're going to go 24 yards. It's going to heal all the allies in its path for about 20. It's going to deal holy damage at the same time. So you're killing shit and you're healing shit all while it's going out. Sorry, I said the S word. I'm trying to be professional here, guys. The later I get at night, the less professional we're getting here, just because I'm super tired. So you're going to do damage and you're going to heal on the way out. And then when your Divine Star comes back to you, it's going to heal and do damage. Now, the other one here is on a 40-second cooldown, less cast time, a little bit more of a cast time because it's a 1.35-second cast. This creates a ring of holy energy around you that quickly expands to a 30-yard radius, healing allies for 62 and dealing a 94 holy damage. Let me tell you what I liked about this. So in the previous video that I did, I wanted to compare these two because for me, if I'm going to make the choice, I would prefer the instant ability that has 15-second cooldown that's sending out damage and heals and bringing back damage and heals in its wake. But then you also have Halo here, which is doing literally double that. Well, I went and tested it on the target dummy because I wanted to see what this was actually going to do because I wanted to know what the returning damage is going to do. The returning damage is exactly the same. So whatever you're sending out damage-wise, that's what you're going to be returning. You can hope for a crit to make it a little bit more damage. However, this bad boy right here, when I did this the first time, it crit for 120k heals. I liked it. I was all in. I'm good. I totally recommend using this one. Keep in mind, I don't main holy, so you guys know better than me, but I'm just letting you know the two, comparatively speaking, this did do slight a bit more damage. Although with this being an instant and a 15-second cooldown, there's going to be a lot of instances when you're going to need that fast cast and you're going to want a less cooldown. So in a PvP scenario, if you're choosing to be holy, I know there's not a lot of you out there, this is definitely going to be something that could be a game changer for you. But on a boss fight situation, this could be something that could heal and do damage at the same time really quickly, right? Quick is the name of the game here. If you have a choice between an instant and the cooldown difference too, every 15 seconds you can repop this sucker versus having to wait 40 seconds and a little bit of a longer cast time. However, the really big bursty number that came off this Halo was really, really nice when I did it earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to do the Divine Star to show you guys what that looks like. Now for your last and final set of talents, we've got Apotheses, which is like apothecary. My assumption, it's an instant 3-minute cooldown. Enter a pure holy form for 30 seconds, increasing the effects of serendipity by 200%. Now remember, the serendipity is going to be what reduces the cooldown on a lot of your major spells and reduces the cost of your holy words by 100%. Here's the thing. I'm actually going to select this because this is your holy specific talent. This is only for holy. Your next one here is going to be Benediction. This is passive. Your Prayer of Mending has a 30% chance to leave a renew on each target it heals. I mean, I'm not mad about that because it's a heal. So I think this is just going to be your renew. It does a tiny bit of damage, but then it also, or it does a tiny bit of heal, but then it does a large amount of heal over 15 seconds. So if it leaves a renew, this is a hot. So, I mean, money in the bank, really. Your last one here is going to be Circle of Healing. This is a 13-second cooldown. It is instant. Heals up to 5 injured allies within 30 yards for a pretty bursty amount. And with it being an instant ability and a really small cooldown, it's a pretty strong one. But I definitely want to see what the Hypothesis looks like in healing and animations. So let's pop this right on down here. And let's see what we've got. So here's your ability that comes from your artifact weapon. Wanted to make sure that you guys got to see that nice little ability. Healing taken is increased. And then you have your normal mind control, and then you have your desperate pair. What is heals? Oh, so this is for yourself. So in this instance, you could actually put this on yourself. Or not. I don't know why it's not letting me use it, guys. I don't use this class. I don't know why it's not letting me, but that's all right. So here's your Divine Star. And remember, we talked about it being sent out and coming back. So as you guys see, it healed for 30k as it was going out, and then healed for 19 as it was coming back. So pretty nice. Here's going to be your Big Daddy Long Legs one, guys. This is going to be your 3-minute cooldown. This is for your own. We're just going to, let's hit some stuff going out. There's your Holy Fire. I'm just going to click a bunch of buttons here so you guys can see. Look at all this stuff. All this fun stuff. There's your Guardian Spirit. Here's your Prayer of Mending. Here's your Prayer of Healing. Then there's your big, beautiful Renew. Let's just do that in there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I appreciate all of that. I really do. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. To me, I prefer disc. I think disc is way more fun, but those of you that are holy, that's what you're looking at. If you are watching this video, make sure you give me a like. I work really, really hard to do these for PWNCAST and for you guys, putting really good use to my alpha access, of course. Also, if there's something you would like to see in Legion, make sure you guys comment on the video. Don't be shy about it. This is what I'm here for. I don't have a problem going in and doing some stuff that you guys need to be for you guys. So make sure you leave a comment. Also, if you're new to PWNCAST, make sure you do leave a subscribe so that you can watch future episodes of the show and be able to watch these awesome Legion videos as I bring them to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of Holy Priest. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here.